Hi guys, welcome back to Derby Koi. It's actually quite a nice day today. Right, a couple of jobs. Well, a job I want to start today, which I'll talk about in a minute. I'm just checking filters and stuff. But as I said, it's actually a nice day today. A little overcast in places, but apart from that, still some blue sky. Yes, covers are still on. I've just opened them up. I was looking at taking them off this weekend. Temperatures were really starting to get out that sun. Temperatures were really starting to go up in the pond. I was up to, I think, nearly 15 at one point. And temps on the night were staying up a bit, so I didn't think it was major swings. But then all of a sudden, the last few days, temperature got really dropped down. I mean, it's sunny, but it's not the warmest of days today. Temps dropped down, and on the night it's been absolutely freezing. I think we're going down to like 3-4 degrees on the night, a couple of nights. We've got a couple of days of okay weather, and then it's saying the weekend and next week we're looking at really overcast, rain, not great temperatures. So I think I'm going to hold off. I really was hoping to get them off this weekend. I mean, last week we had in the day temperatures at 19 and 20, and it was staying around the 13, 14 on the night for about 3 nights it went. Yeah, but then it suddenly dropped off, so I think I'm going to have to wait, don't know how long, at least another week, maybe more. I don't want these sudden changes on the night is the issue. Temperatures in the day is not a problem. If it stayed around every day around the 12 or 13, it'd be fine. But when it's that temperature in the day, overnight it's dropping down. I mean, last night it went down to, I think it was 6 degrees. That is quite a major swing in temperatures overnight. So I didn't want that affecting the pond, so covers are staying on for now. Everything in here is on hold still at the moment. Did a filter clean the other day. But as I say, it's a nice day today, so he's out here getting the sun. So we're going to go around to the bunker. I'll have a look in here. And we'll have a chat when we're in here. Let's get that open. Okay, so let's close the door, get the sun up. There we go. Right. A couple of days ago, had somebody round to pick a couple of fish up. Andrew, it was great to see you, and great to meet you. I know you have messaged me to say the fish got home safe and sound and are settling in well. Hopefully you're really pleased with them. You seemed really pleased at the time, so I'll get around to put a little clip in of the couple of fish that he had, and he's taken them back. So really great to see you, and hopefully we'll meet up again soon, maybe at one of the shows, and catch up again. So as I said, it was great to meet you. Yeah, so fishing here, all looking good. As I said, there's 4 possibly going in the main pond, and I'm really tempted on one of them shows in there. But there is still some fish available. If anybody's interested in any of those, they're back on previous videos when I've looked at them. If anybody wants to know where I've got, send me a message on Facebook or an email, and I'll try and get some pictures and anything you want. Right, but plans for today, I mean, it's getting on a bit now, nearly 1 o'clock. Been busy this morning, so I'll spin you around here. Shelving. I think I want to make a starter. I'm not going to get it finished today, but I think I want to make a start on that. So I'm obviously going to move all my mugs, clean all the shelving off. I've got to set these 2 shelves down, and a piece of wood across there. It's got to come off. I actually had mugs on them at one point, and I've got to figure out how I'm going to do the shelving and how far out it's going to be yet. Don't know if I'm going to be moving the chlorinator, because the issue I've got is where do I put it. I could potentially move it around to here on this side, and hopefully that will miss the shelving but I don't know if I've got enough pipe then to feed it back in. That's something I might need to look at. If I can find a longer piece of pipe, I think I might have to move that, and that won't really affect the shelving then. I've got to see if I've got that bit of pipe. I don't know if I've got any. If not, I can get some, I suppose. It's only what is it, 5mm pipe, 6mm, I don't know, I'll have to figure out what size it is, but I have to look at getting some of that anyway. I may have some, but yeah, that's my plan for today. I want to move all that, yeah, and see how we get on. So I've got to clear all this stuff out, because as you can see, it's full of stuff down here. I need to sort out, there's food and God knows what else down there needs moving. All the showers got to be cleared, so I'll come back to you very shortly when I get started on this. I'll catch you in a bit. There we go, everything's out. Don't know if I'm going to move this tap at the moment. I have got some more of this pipe here. I can extend that and move the tap. I don't know if I'm going to. I can always do that after, I suppose, if I need to. I might have to think about that. I'm going to leave this here for now, which is the solar panel, which is on that, for the sole reason, if I can get it working again properly off that, I can run, where is it? I've got my fish feeder, which is this one. Unfortunately, when I've had mice, the mice chewed through, and you can't just buy that, so I've had to buy a new one of these. But I may be able to repair that somehow. I'll try and repair that. And these will run off a USB cable. If I can get it working off that, I may power it from that and the batteries. I'll think about that after. If not, I can just plug that straight into, find an empty plug. I have got to sort plugs out when I do my filter, and we'll put another socket in, possibly on the wall somewhere like that. I don't know yet, I'll figure that out after. But yeah, so at least all that's out. I'll decide whether I'm going to move the tap, and now I'm going to figure out the best way to do this shelving. So yeah, I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm done for today. They're in. Not a massive shelving, but it's given me, got one 3 times more than what I had, I'd have thought. The other ones were only sort of this sort of wide, so I've doubled the width on that, so 3 or 4 times more. I only had 2 shelves, so more than enough. So what I'm going to do tomorrow now is I've got some more of this grey paint somewhere. I'm going to give that a paint up. That'll be done, and I've got to sort out my 3-stage dechlorinator, which I'm going to put here, I think, somewhere here, and hopefully I've got some pipe to run round, but I need to sort that out. And I'm going to put them batteries back underneath there, sort out the new feeders, get them sorted. So yeah, all good. I've got to tidy up all that rubbish out there now, so I shall see you tomorrow. Hi guys, next day, so back in the bunker. Let's get into here. I'll spin you around. Shelving's done, as I said. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint that up today, get that sorted out, and get it tidied up in here. I'm going to see if I can find that pipe, the thin pipe I've got. I'm not sure if it's 6mm, something like that, for my 3-stage dechlorinator, and hopefully it's going to fit in here where I need it, so I can get that back on as well for my trickle in. So that's my plans for today. So I've got to get the paint out the shed. I do know where that is because I cleaned the shed out the other week. So I'm going to get that out. We'll give this a paint and get it sorted, so I'll come back to you. Okay, there we are, all painted, and my food boxes back in and stuff. That's done. I've repositioned this, my dechlorinator. I've had to change the hose on that side. Now I had some blue, I can't find it, the blue stuff that goes, the 6mm in there, couldn't find it. But I've got something else. So yeah, really pleased with that to come out. Give me a bit more space, a bit more storage. Job's a good one. Redone the hinges on this because they'd gone, so I put the rubber, as I did over there, strip of rubber. I put 2 little rubber hinges on, so that works fine now. So what I did find is this stuff, brand new, unused, and it's actually fuel line for my diesel heater. I bought some different fuel line, better stuff, and I thought I'll give it a go. It's not hard like the other stuff, but it fits in and it doesn't leak. So I need to readjust that, my trickle in, probably a bit more than that maybe, or should one-handed. Maybe there, maybe a bit too much. We'll see, I'll sort that out after, but yeah. At least it's not leaking out and I've got the trickling working again, so that's another good one. Yeah, all looking good in here. All I'm going to do is got my blue tub outside, coming back in down there. Hopefully it's going to fit in. Should fit in down here, to be honest. I can't think of anywhere else to put that at the moment without affecting this. I don't want it outside, so I don't know how it's going to get affected by the daylight. I could put it up that corner over there. That's just a tub of paint. I'll put it out the way because I'm painting in a cottage, so I could put it down there out the way for now, but that's really opened that up. It looks a lot better. Still got to figure out the cups. I'll put them in a box for now, the ones that were over there, and I've still got a couple over there to do. What I'm thinking of doing is changing this up here, is taking all those down. Not sure if I'm going to block the window up yet, because it's nice to have the window, but it doesn't really do anything. The sun doesn't come that way, so all the light comes from these really. Don't need to block it up or just leave it. And what I'm thinking of doing is putting I've got the bracket this end, bracket that end, and a shelf across, and try and find, I might have to put a piece of wood down to support the shelf in the middle. I might put a couple of shelves up and actually stack the cups up. Get them off now. Instead of hanging them, I'll put them all that way up, and that'll give me a bit more room. I can actually put them up against each other like that. That'll give me a bit more room along there to get the cups in. Might get a couple of shelves. I obviously still need access down here, so I don't want them too low, but I can probably get 2 shelves in there, and I might put some shelves at the back as well, set them down, and actually put some shelves up. In fact, the ones that came down from over there will fit up there. That might be a good idea. Give a little bit more room over there for them as well. Tidy them up a bit as well. So yeah, that's where we are. All looking good. Right, outside, all that painting's done now and everything's back in. Really happy with it for now. Yeah, I'm not a carpenter, I'm not a chippy, it's not perfect. I could have done a much better job. Possibly, I don't know. I'm sure, yeah, Chippy would have done a much better job, but it doesn't suit my needs for now, so I'm happy with that. I'm now recording this on the Friday, Good Friday, so it's bank holiday, and it's Easter weekend. So I hope you all had a fantastic Easter and a nice break, and all had plenty of chocolate. Talking of chocolate, I want to thank Jacob and his family, Rebecca and Andy, for sending the sending the parcel over. A couple of eggs from me and Graham, little eggs, and but more importantly from Jacob as well, some things for Bizley, some treats and a couple of toys. And he hasn't had them yet because it's not Easter. I've told him he's got to wait till Easter, so he can have them at Easter, and he's going to thoroughly enjoy them. Andy, Rebecca, Jacob, thank you so much. Bizley sends all his love to Jacob, and we will have a catch up soon. Yeah, not much else going on in here. Main pond, as I say, covers are still on. It's not looking nice weather for next week, unfortunately. The bank holiday weekend, and next week not looking great, but hopefully the weekend it's going to start to get better as well, so fingers crossed. And then hopefully I can get them covers off soon. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe, as it says here. Pop on over to Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok. So until the next one, as always, jobs are good.